met, we were coming home from Kansas, and my cousins invited us to go to a hockey game, my brother and I.
His cousins are my best friends.
My cousins asked me if I wanted to go to a hockey game.
But I've heard about Travis for a very long time.
Well, they say that, they wanted us to meet for a long time, but then they didn't mention it at all. So she just happened to be there.
His cousins always joked that I needed to marry their cousin Travis from Texas.
It was funny because a lot of times girls think that they look the best when they dress up, but she was wearing like yoga pants and had her hair pulled back.
My hair was in a braid, I had barely any makeup on.
Yeah, that's what guys like, but I think girls dress up for each other, not for us.
So when I met Travis and Troy, I looked at him and I was like, is this the Travis? And they all both laughed, they're like, yep.
That was about 2.5 years ago.
His cousins are very ornery. So they like grab my phone and grab his phone, like, you guys need each other's numbers and you guys should add each other to Facebook.
We went walking through the hills trying to pretend that we both know. Maybe if we save her, we could build a little home.
But then I invited her to come to Houston. It was the rodeo cook-off.
Lots of drinking, but I didn't drink. I was meeting his parents.
Oh, well, yeah, and she met my parents that weekend too. My brother had a crawfish bowl. This was an all-day event.
So I wasn't drinking. I was at my best behavior.
And I definitely partook more than I should have.
One of his friends come up to him and hand him a drink and says, Ricky did this. He says, this drink will end you.
And it did.
And it did end him.
I couldn't even say the drink that I wanted.
We're going home, right? And he said, yes. So we stumbled to the cab.
And that's when I knew that it was meant to be, because she took care of me as I fell asleep in the cab on the way home. Kept waking me up because she did not know how to get to my house.
I have to wake him up every 5 minutes to tell him where to go. First time I've ever been in Houston.
That was kind of not my fault totally, but.
So it's his fault?
It is his fault.
What's his name?
His name's Ricky Williams.
Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ricky.
I took care of him, put him to bed. The first thing he did when he woke up, I think it was like 5 a.m., was like apologize. It was so nice.
That's when I knew if she can deal with my shenanigans, then it's all good. So.
I don't need nothing more than you. I got everything, I've got you.
She has her one dance move where she goes off in her own world and she'll, do the.
This is my.
You have to make her do her dance move.
Everybody says I've had a few cocktails and I do that.
It's kind of like a motion of like up, like a piston on an engine, kind of thing.
Even when I'm sober.
Yeah, it's really not good.
I'm just happy.
Yeah, it's very white girl.
I can't help it. I'm fine.
I've seen the move before. I was willing to deal with the move.
He can dance too.
She also has her other moves that she broke out one time in New York, and we met a doctor and made several new friends based upon her moves in New York, and it was what she calls booty popping.
I was in New York.
She was definitely putting on a clinic.
He can booty pop really well.
I don't know if this is in front of the whole family here, for my grandparents. Let's see.
It's just between you.
Yeah.
Just between you and me.
We'll be at family functions and he'll do it and it's funny.
Where you get down and
I was like, you do it, it's funny. Guys can booty pop and it's funny and hilarious. If I go out there and start cranking that moves, that looks inappropriate.
If I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million.
We've talked about obviously like wanting to get married and get engaged. I didn't know when or what the ring was gonna look like.
The proposal was awesome. It was a great weekend and we had a lot of fun. My parents went and
everybody knew.
except you.
Yeah. Everybody knew it.
She was giving me about getting engaged on the way to the airport. Like, you're gonna buy me a ring? And I tricked her. I told her I couldn't afford a ring. And so I told her I'd sell my truck if she wanted me to. And she was so confused. She said, "It's okay. You can just get something else."
My family's really big into airplanes. My stepdad has an airplane, and he's a pilot, and they own a plane.
Yeah, she had no idea. It was really funny. She thought there was a group. We told her we had to go to the airport because there were a group of people going out to see this like historic plane that was never gonna land, but she believed it all.
We're gonna go see an old fighter plane land, and in my hometown of Garden City, that's entertainment. Like, there's not much going on there.
Her mom told her to dress up, and it became this big joke of like church-going people that needed to see an airplane or something.
That sounds like something my family would do.
Oh, and her family members and mine were all hiding in the planes that were in the hangar, which was pretty cool. So they got to see it, but she didn't get to see them. So they were looking through the windows.
We were just going to the airport, and we were going into the back way where all the pilots can go because my stepdad got us in.
We showed up on our own, and they were already all in the planes and already all there. And then we walk in, and they had laid some rose petals, and there was a table with champagne and stuff.
And I look around, there's like a red carpet, and there's a table and candles and champagne. I'm like,
She really didn't know what was going on at this point.
wait, what?
I mean, I wasn't nervous, but I was excited.
He knew I wanted my family there. Like, that was the one thing he always was like, what do you want? I'm like, I really want my family to be wherever we get engaged. I want them to be a part of it. So his parents were there, and my family was there.
She got it, and I started to tell her how much I cared about her, and you know that.
He's so sweet. So, you know, he told me he loved me, and that, you know, he always wants me to be in his life, and of course he wants to marry me and asked me if I would, and got on one knee, and of course I said yes. I love him to death. So
Like, it's like Travis, diamonds, and then my job's done. Hey, I'm out.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a green dress.
but not a real green dress, that's cruel.
And if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you some art.
a Picasso or a Garfunkel.
my family has always wanted, like, they love destination weddings. My brother had one, and we had such a good time. And I really want a destination wedding because our families bonded so well. So for my family being from Kansas and us being in Texas,
Right.
I really wanted the families to bond. So we had a week of just being together, and it was the best experience. And even a day after the wedding, we all got on a yacht and went snorkeling all together, and
Yeah.
it was so much fun.
If I had $1 million,
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 We got married at 4 p.m. Almost like a blur. There's a lot going on. I was a little bit stressed because I planned the entire thing, you know, the whole week of everybody coming and what we were doing every day. And so I wanted everybody to have a good time, and I wanted good weather, and I didn't want anybody to get sick.
she got eyes that cut you.
There was 45 of us all total. And we made sure we greeted all of our guests as they came in.
I got a
Make
mani
sure.
pedi. She had a free mani pedi, and she gave it to me. Because I'm the boss.
I don't know about the boss. I mean, I gave it to you.
Got a devastated smile, knock a grown man to his knees. See, I'm on them idiots, it blows me away.
But it ended up being great. We had pictures before with all the girls.
It was all
and
fine. It was
The
perfect.
boys went to the pool and had a few cocktails before the ceremony.
I don't know what to do, 'cause every time I try to tell her how I feel, it comes out, I love you.
But it's an all-glass Catholic church on the beach.
But it's open air.
But there's like slits in the glass, so airflow would come in, and there's fans. The floor's marble, the seats are wood. I mean, it's beautiful. One of the prettiest churches I've ever seen. And our priest was phenomenal.
He was
He
really
was
good.
so funny.
She walked into my life, and people ask her why it is, tell them I don't know, that just something about the woman makes me.
The rings, and our mothers lit our candles, and then we did a unity candle, and there's lots of sentimental
There were
moments.
several readings. And
Yeah, we had our his godfather Terry did one of our readings,
Right.
and then one of my best friends Julie did one of my readings. And it was just nice because everybody was happy for us, and it was just a really blessed wedding. And
The energy was great.
Energy was great, and we have great family and
Every
friends.
time I try to tell her how I feel, it comes out, I love you. You got whatever it is.
But yeah, I was well behaved until the wedding festivities. Then it got wild.
Why did it get wild? Who wanted
So I started booty popping.
Rob?
Oh yeah, my buddy Rob, he really started off the dance party with some good moves.
Like, people were dancing before the salad was even brought out. We gotta tell people to sit down to eat dinner.
I've never been to a wedding before where 98% of the people dance the entire time. Every song sounded like the best song of your life.
And Travis was like, we have the best DJ ever. I was like, no, Travis, we're just dancing to whatever he's playing. And
There's
doesn't.
tequila.
I mean, I really like our families coming together. That was a big, big thing for me.
I think the fact that we got to do a Catholic mass, but we also got to be in a destination that was so beautiful, to bring it all together, and just that, you know, we get along so well that it was a joyful event.
It was
wasn't
so
a stressful
joyful.
event.
No.
And we were able to enjoy ourselves and have a little bit of fun and take a breath instead of.
Somebody's up there pulling the strings. We're not on our own.
I, Travis, take you, Jenna, for my lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward,
It's just
for better,
like
for worse,
watching
for richer,
gravity.
for poor, in sickness and in
I
health.
don't
until
know
death
how, oh, but signs point to a miracle. It's not coincidence. We've got an end to this, baby. Said love, something bigger than us, bigger than us. And love, something bigger than us.
Well, to our families, I wanted to say thank you and that we love you, and we couldn't have done it without you. Everything, all the planning and being there for us, and all the love and support. I know it will just take us through our journey in life. I'm just so excited to be marrying to the family, into the Kistner family, and I'm so excited that Travis is now a part of my family, and I feel very blessed to have both.
Yes, thank you to all the friends and family that are here and that support us on our day and continue to support us. Thank you to our parents for all that you've done. You've done all of this and brought us here together and supported us through the entire wedding and through our relationship. And even thanks to all of our grandparents as well for all that you do and showing us how to live our lives.
I definitely want to thank everybody that went to Mexico. It was such a great time, and you made it even a better experience and more special for us. You spent the time and the money to be there for our special day, and you'll never know how important it was and how much we'll cherish those memories forever.
Something bigger than us.
Everybody's asked me, like, would you change anything? Your day was great. And I said, I would change maybe my shoes. That's about it.
I mean, I wasn't nervous, but I was excited, for sure.
Big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Big deal.
I mean, I didn't think she was going to say no, but, you know.
I mean, how could she?
It's like 1 in a million, you know, you're telling me there's a chance, you know. This video is going to bury me.